Selena Gomez stole her kidney. Did Selena Gomez steal her kidney? Was she set up by the group of friends that she attended that party with? Did the hotel try to cover up someone's death? The live footage, the hotel surveillance, the organ harvesting. Every theory surrounding this case, we are going to touch base about today. This is the case of Kenneka Jenkins. Now, I think it's important to start with a timeline of what we know actually happened. This case has been solved and a lawsuit has been settled, but the theories are still being talked about to this day. So the timeline events of the night Kenneka died went as such. September 8th, 2017, 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins was going out to a private party. Around 1:13 in the morning, she actually arrives to the party. And around 1:36 a.m. in the morning, a live stream is broadcasted. Live stream would be infamous. People still analyze and investigate that live stream to this day. Around 3:25 in the morning, surveillance footage shows her exiting an elevator at the lower level of the hotel. She is last seen at 3:32 a.m. walking on the bottom floor of the hotel through their kitchen. She is not found till 12:25 a.m. September 10th, and she is found dead of hypothermia in the walk-in freezer of the hotel. That is what we know. Of all the theories surrounding this case, I would say the organ harvesting definitely takes number one. People are infatuated with this theory, and I'm not gonna lie, I dibbled and I dabbled and I went down the rabbit hole, and when you're looking from a surface level, it definitely is like, oh, Selena Gomez stole her kidney. But when you look deeper into it, nothing adds up. One of the main things fueling this theory is that Kenneka Jenkins' autopsy report showed that her kidney was missing. It was displaced. That is, in fact, not true. Another thing fueling this theory is that the timeline of events does seem to add up within a few days of Kenneka dying and the transplant. That could also be debunked because her best friend allegedly gave her her kidney. And the last thing that really fuels this theory is the fact that Kenneka was found in the freezer. And I think that helps push the organ harvesting theory so far. I don't think that's the case. I did for a quick second until I looked a little deeper. But that is the main theory that I see circulating online. Another thing that debunks the organ harvesting theory is you can clearly see Kenneka is very drunk. You see her walking the hallways. You see her walk to the cooler. No one's forcing her down there. I don't see her really being lured down there. You can't, so I think it would make more sense if the CCTV footage didn't show her willingly walking down there on her own. The second most popular theory of what people think might have happened to Kenneka was that something happened at the hotel and that the hotel tried to cover it up. That comes into play with the choppy ass hotel surveillance footage. I know y'all remember back not long after Kenneka died, this footage came out, and I remember rewatching the footage and the live over and over again, like looking for something. I remember I just wanted to find out what happened to her because nothing did feel right when Kenneka's case first came out. Another thing that fuels that theory is just the fact that Kenneka was able to wander around that hotel for so long and get in their kitchen and in their cooler. Y'all should have had that secured better. I definitely think the hotel was negligent, and they were. They had to pay a settlement on that. But as far as them hurting Kenneka and trying to cover it up, there's no proof of that. Another wildly known theory online is the live footage. I'm gonna put the live footage in here first, and then I'll give you the rundown on this theory.
What y'all can do? What the fuck? She ain't hit it. You dancing on for me? Check it out. Yeah.
I am enjoying my
Tell me that don't look sketchy as hell. Like, when you see it like that, you definitely do hear someone say, man, lay down. You do hear a man getting kind of aggressive in the background. They do turn the music up. But I think when you're looking at it from the eyes of you're looking for something suspicious, of course you're going to find something suspicious. That's the infamous Facebook Live. That brings me to the setup theory. A lot of netizens, if you will, believe that Kenneka was set up by the group of friends that she attended this private party with. The live stream is the main fuel factor in the setup theory. People are looking for something, and I'm honestly gonna say, when you're looking at something with the eyes of suspicion, of course you're gonna find suspicious things. Her friends were cleared, but their statements didn't line up. That also fuels that theory. There was a drug found in Kenneka's system, a prescription drug for epilepsy or migraines, and she was not prescribed that medicine. So a lot of people online use that to fuel the theory that her friend set her up, drugged her. Maybe she was sexually assaulted, something went left, and they hurt Kenneka. That is the setup theory. Those are the things fueling that theory. Also, one other thing that fuels that theory and would fuel it, in my opinion, is the fact that they let her wander that hotel in the state that she was in. Kenneka was obviously drunk. And instead of being a good friend and staying with her and making sure she had someone with her, they didn't. And something bad happened because of that. If someone was with Kenneka, I'm sure things could have ended differently. That goes without blaming anyone, but I do think that more responsible choices could have been made. Another theory online that is not talked about as much is that the police tried to cover it up, and or the police in the hotel were in cahoots and were having each other's back. I'll be the first to say the police did sloppy work on this case, but I don't think they hurt Kenneka, and I don't think they tried to cover anything up. I genuinely just think that they tanked their police work, and they should be held accountable for that. But I don't think that they are responsible for Kenneka's death. At this point, I feel like I'm like debunking these, but I literally went down every alley and looked. The only plausible explanation, in my opinion, is what happened. The hotel was negligent. There could have been a different outcome for Kenneka had they had those areas that she was going into secured. And I think that she did, unfortunately, go in that freezer. And I think from where the door handle, I'm going to put a picture of it right here. Someone in another video said that they think that Kenneka was twisting the door handle when you were supposed to push it. And there were no signs on the cooler door either, so more negligence. But that is the case of Kenneka Jenkins and the theories surrounding her case. It is tragic and so sad. Kenneka was so beautiful, and it's just, I've had so many drunken nights with my friends where that easily could have been me. And I just pray for her family. And editing me here, I did want to add in this video because I have been seeing so many things about Kenneka Jenkins' mother. I'm going to put a few screenshots here. And I didn't touch base with any conspiracies or theories regarding her mother simply because she's a woman who's grieving. She lost her daughter, and I think people need to, regardless of what you think, need to leave that woman alone and let her grieve. Thank you. PSA, sorry to interrupt the video. And rest in peace, Kenneka. If you found this video interesting, you will definitely like my other unsolved mysteries. I will link in this video in a playlist where you can go watch them. Y'all have a great Sunday, and I will see you guys in the next one.